And we are also tracking the storm from the ground. This is video just back to our newsroom from Tip City. Heavy snow arrived a few hours ago, and it's causing whiteout conditions in parts of that area. And, of course, slick roads, as Brian just mentioned. And as we just mentioned, also Darke County under a level 3 snow emergency. Power lines are down across the area, and people are being told to stay off the roads. Sonu Wasu there live to tell us how the road conditions are looking there. Sonu?
Well, Michelle, we have been on the road all afternoon on the way here to Darke County, and I can tell you it is extremely dangerous out there. Just take a look at these roads behind me. It is a sheet of snow and ice. Visibility has been very poor, and the roads are extremely slippery. We drove by several cars and ditches after sliding off the road. Now, I just spoke to sheriff's officials from Darke County. Since 10 o'clock this morning, officials here have responded to 57 wrecks and slide-offs. We're told dozens of people in the county are also without power at this time. Heavy snow and wind has downed several power lines. Now, sheriff's officials tell us that these power outages are scattered throughout the county. Now, officials are advising you to stay home tonight. It is a level 3 emergency here. That means these roads and highways are closed. If you're out there driving, you could be cited for driving in dangerous conditions. Reporting live in Darke County, I'm Sonu Wasu, 2 News on your side.
And as we speak, Wayne County is under a level 2 snow emergency, and our Pam Elliott is right now just west of Richmond, where she's been stuck on Interstate 70 for most of the afternoon. She's live on the phone. Pam, are you moving yet?
Mark, I am moving, and I have to tell you, I travel quite a bit between Dayton and Indianapolis, and I've never seen anything like this. I literally just west of Richmond parked the car and finally turned the ignition off because it was to the we weren't even inching anywhere. I was surrounded by trucks, both lanes of traffic westbound, just west of Richmond, closed because of an accident. When we finally got moving, I can tell you there were numerous slide-offs I noticed, and as I would look right or left out to the fields, it was like a whiteout. Even the snow, it's a wet snow, so it's sticking on all the signs. So even the mile markers, you couldn't tell what they were. You really couldn't even tell what exit was coming up. It was very difficult to see, and I have never experienced anything like this, where I'm literally just parked, ignition off, and waiting endlessly. I would say, I would advise, really, if anybody's going to travel, and I know we've got the Super Bowl, and maybe you're thinking, let's go to Indiana, get a jersey, have fun. That's great, but let's wait, folks, because I'm telling you, tonight's not the night, and even maybe not tomorrow, maybe tomorrow late, but it's a wet snow, but it is starting, you can see, it's starting to form bumps on the road. It's not as just wet like rain anymore. You're starting to see some ice. So you really, really want to be cautious. The other thing I would advise drivers, no matter where you are, we did this morning on Sunrise. We mentioned that you've got to watch out for the salt trucks because all of a sudden, when you do start picking up speed, whether it's 40 miles per hour or 50, you'll all of a sudden come up on a truck. And you've got to be so careful. So please watch your speed. Watch for those trucks. They're trying to do their jobs. But again, they don't do it at the rate that we drive. So, but wow, I'm glad to be moving again. And in fact, just so our viewers know, because we have great viewers and they're always so concerned about us, I did pull over. I'm at a parking lot, okay? I'm not talking to you while driving Interstate 70 right now. So I'm safe, but again, please take your time. Watch out for those whiteout conditions.
All right, Pam, thanks for checking in. Please be safe. And boy, you do wonder about the Colts fans who waited until today to try to head out to Miami. You wonder if they'll make it in time for the game. Well, many residents spent the day gathering supplies. We spoke with a few of them outside the Kroger Fresh Fair in Kettering. Jordan Burgess continues our team coverage with a look at why they do it.
The only thing worse than being out in the storm might be fighting the crowds in the store, because when the flakes start to fall, the lines seem to grow. They come in search of staples like bread and milk, filling aisles as fast as the flakes fall outside. They're storm shoppers preparing for the worst.
I think they're smart.
The Kroger Fresh Fair store in Kettering has been packed with people stocking up for the storm over the last few days, but not everyone buys into the big rush.
I don't know. I just try to keep enough food in the house anyway, and I don't know what you'd stock up for, because no matter how bad it is, in 3 days you'll be out and about anyways.
But sometimes you might need a hand digging out. That's why you could find stacks of salt and stands of shovels at the store, although some think being stuck inside might not be a bad thing.
I think they're smart. I think this is going to make all these people stay home and be with their families and have nice, quiet evenings together. I think it's actually great.
With that in mind, the coffee aisle was the place to be for many as people tried to avoid getting down to their last drops. But some think the only thing over-caffeinated is the forecast.
We'll be lucky to get 3 inches, I think. I'm not too worried about it anyway.
Although others say, let it snow.
We're looking forward to looking out the window and looking at it, but we're not worried about it.
And of course, on top of your snow stalkers, you also have your Super Bowl shoppers, creating a perfect storm, if you will. So if you're headed out this weekend, make sure you have your list and some luck. Jordan Burgess, 2 News on your side.